Listen guys, I love a face mask, cute pajamas, a bubble bath, but if that's your definition of a self-care, we need to talk. Social media made self-care look like spending money, having the perfect routine, having bubble baths, or putting a face mask on. And yes, those things feel so nice, but that is definitely not what changes your life. So if you are wondering, Josheen, then what is real self-care? That is exactly what we will be talking in this video. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to a brand new video. If you are new here, my name is Josheen, and if you have been watching my videos for a long time, welcome back. Chapter 1 is talking about your physical self-care. Chapter 2 will be talking about your mental self-care, and then chapter 3 would be summary, just to summarize everything, because we will be yapping on for a little bit. So this video is for the girlies. Grab yourself a little matcha. We are wearing cute pink Victoria's Secret pajamas because it's just so on theme. Without wasting any more time, let's get right into today's video. So chapter 1 is physical self-care. Number 1 is hair care is a ritual and it's not a trend. When was the last time you oiled your hair? Exactly. A fact for you guys straight from Google: oiling your hair once a week strengthens strands, reduces breakage and split ends, deeply moisturizes for softness, boosts shine and soothes the scalp, combating dryness and dandruff by nourishing follicles, improving circulation and smoothing the cuticle for healthier, more manageable hair. So this is your sign to start oiling your hair. Oiling my hair has been a game changing. This was my hair not that long ago and this is my hair now, and you guys can see the difference. And what I do is I keep it super simple. I'm not telling you to oil your hair every single day. That is just so unnecessary. What you can do is oiling your hair once every week. It can be a little self-care thing where you literally just oil your hair, and you really have to get in there and really have to go in circulation motion, because that helps the blood flow, and that is when the oil is really getting in the root. Number 2 is putting effort into the way you look for yourself every single morning. Since I have been doing this has been a game changer, because I am so much more confident, and not because to impress anyone else, but I just feel so confident within myself. Like, no matter how I am feeling, if I am heading to the city, for example, in my hometown, I don't really care maybe as much, but when I'm heading to the city, for example, I am making sure that I look like that girl. For example, I put this post up on Instagram a little while ago where I was just not feeling it, you guys. Like, I was like, oh my god, like I just want to stay in bed, because it was the first day of my period and I was just not feeling it. But I had a vision in my head and I wanted a specific Instagram post, and your girl turned up to the city exactly how I wanted my future self to show up for herself. And that is, I put on a cute outfit, had my bag, had my hair done, my makeup done, got that ready, and I was just feeling it after throughout that day. Obviously the cramps were kicking in, blah blah blah, but you know what, like overall I was okay, because I was feeling cute and I was really just feeling myself. So this is your reminder that before you step out of the house, just put some effort into your look. Maybe just do your very nice skincare, maybe make sure your hair is nice. For me, I love having my rolls in, and you can probably notice that I always have my rolls in just because I like my bangs to be looking fresh. Or just put on a cute simple outfit, just some nice trackies, just be put together. It's so simple, but it's just key for self-care, because in the long run you will be feeling yourself, and throughout the day you would just be that girl and feeling so confident. Number 3 is facials once a month as maintenance, not indulgence. Another fact straight from Google for you guys: facials are good once a month because it aligns with the skin's natural 28-day cell turnover cycle, helping to maintain glow, deep clean pores extractions, boost collagen, hydrate, combat aging with professional products, and reduce puffiness, leading to clearer, smoother and more resilient skin by removing dead cells and promoting healthier new ones. Facials can be so expensive, and if you can't afford that, maybe you can just do something at home, maybe just a very in-depth face mask, cleansing. And maybe if you can put in a little bit more effort and can get a facial in, I highly recommending maybe doing a consult first, seeing what your skin likes. For me, I make sure that every single month I am getting a skin needling done, and I have noticed so much difference. Skin needling in your 20s, skin needling is so good for you because it helps generate new cells, And for me, because I have acne prone skin, I've just noticed so much of a difference. Number 4 is drinking fresh juices to nourish your body. Drinking fresh juices is so good for you because it's got all the good vitamins in, vitamin B, vitamin A, vitamin C. It improves your digestion, it improves your hydration levels. It's so good for your brain health, your heart health, your digestive system. It's packed with fiber, and especially for my skin, I've noticed such a big difference. I don't complicate it because I do live with my parents, so I do have to juice for the whole family. And if you're living alone, great, like this is your sign. The juice up we have, it's amazing. You just chuck everything in, and then you can even do your own work, and then it will just be ready for you. Like it just blends automatically, and it's just like a normal blender kind of thing, but a juicer. And not even tell you guys how good that is. I try to juice about twice a week. For me, I generally stick to celery, green apple, some carrot, and ginger. You need ginger. Ginger is so good for you. Despite the fact that ginger is so good for you, it just tastes so good in the juice. So definitely add that. It helps your skin glow, especially if you just have straight celery juice, which I do sometimes, especially first thing in the morning. It's so good. Number 5 is prioritizing sleep even when it's not exciting. I know this sounds so simple, you guys, but studies say you may think it's so cool to stay up the night before and just rushing out in the morning to your work, to your gym. Did you know that lack of sleep has a direct link to obesity, your heart health, your stress, your anxiety, your eating habits, stroke, and heart disease? Adults need 7 to 9 hours of sleep overnight. For me personally, 7 hours is great. I make sure I am in bed at about 10:45. I put my phone and everything away by 10:15. I make sure I'm not checking my social media after half an hour before my sleep time, because then I can slowly be getting into my sleep pattern. In the morning was something I've recently incorporated it in 2026. I was practicing this last year throughout December, and now I am fully like at it, is no checking phones before going to bed, and when I wake up, no checking phones first thing in the morning. So how I go to sleep is maybe journaling, maybe reading a few chapters of my book, and how I wake up is also by reading or journaling in the morning. And that helps me not use my phone. Sometimes I even have my breakfast and actually check my phone after or maybe during my breakfast. As long as I'm not checking it in bed, I'm so happy about that, guys. It's been like game changing, because I used to hear it all the time about how important it is not to use your phone before bed. It really helps the way you sleep. So if that's something that you're doing, maybe you can think about not using your phone during the bedtime hours. And also something that helps is magnesium tablets are so good for your muscle health, and it helps with sleeping as well. So maybe you can try that out too. But getting enough sleep is so important for your body. If I have had less than 7 hours of sleep, I'm just so anxious the next day. I don't want to work, I actually want to nap, and it just ruins my whole day. So just to set myself right for the next day, I am getting my enough sleep. And now chapter 2 is the inner non-aesthetic self-care. This is the self-care that no one glamorizes, but it is the exact thing that changes your life. So working on everything mentally now, we will be starting off with the point number 1, and that is journaling. Journaling I have been doing consistently for a month and a half now, and I promise you guys it's a game changer, because I go to sleep every night with a cluttered free head, and I wake up with a cluttered free head. Why? Just because I am journaling. Putting down everything just on a paper is such a game changer, because it's no longer in your head, and it gives you a chance just to process your feelings. Journaling, not to romanticize your life, but to process it. If your head still feels cluttered, no matter how many face masks you do, at the end of the day you will not glow, because all of that work that is still deep down and that has not been dealt with will show up on your skin. Point number 2 would be writing down where you spend your money. You guys, hold on. I started this habit last year, and I didn't consistently do it because I just like, I don't know, I just like kind of got sidetracked with things. But I am back on it this year, and I promise I have been consistently all throughout January. I've got like a little summary chart where I've got the day of the week that the week starts off with. So for example, the 1st, and then I've got that week, and then whatever the next is, maybe the 7th or 8th, and then I've got the week of 8th, and that is like my summary of January, where each and every dollar has gone in January. And it has been a game changer, because now I have like a summary of how much money in total I spent in January. Otherwise it'll just be in my bank and I would not think about it. But now every time I sit down at night, I write down where each and every dollar went that day, and doing that every night actually stops me from wasting money on unnecessary things, because I know I'm going to be staying accountable at the end of the day. How? by writing down how much money I have spent, and that stops me from spending unnecessary money. It's such a clean little habit, but it is a game changer. And not only it stops you from preventing money, but like I said, just a summary of where your money's gone at the end of the month or week is such a game changer, because that way you know where you're spending your money the most. For some people, might be shopping. For some people, might be a very expensive gym membership or unnecessary subscriptions like Netflix, Prime, Spotify that you're not even any longer using. Keeps you in check. Number 3 is having little rewards for yourself, not for perfection, but for consistency. Learning to celebrate effort, not just outcome. You really don't feel like going to Pilates today? That's okay. Tell yourself, if I can get through this really hard class, I will go grab myself an iced latte. Doing that for yourself is better than not showing up at all. And just when you know that there's a little reward waiting for you at the end, you are most likely going to get through that class. Don't feel like going to gym today? That's fine. Tell yourself that you'll go see a friend that you've been meaning to see for the longest time ever if you go to that gym session today. Or don't feel like going to work today? Tell yourself you will go grab a takeout meal or whatever, you know, whatever works for you. But just having little rewards for myself, I love it. Guys, what even is life? Please tell me, what is life without little rewards for yourself? Life should be celebrated. Every little moment, every little achievement, even as small as going to Pilates, should be celebrated every single day. When you give yourself small rewards, your brain releases a small hit of dopamine, and that dopamine then reinforces that behavior, and then your brain links that to a positive outcome. So instead of relying on motivation, which never really works, you're training your brain to enjoy consistency. Point number 4 is not responding when you are triggered. Pausing instead of reacting. Protecting your peace even when you really want to explain yourself. Hold on there. I know, I've been there. The amount of times I get angry, little situations come up, maybe with family, maybe with friends, I just get triggered. Not responding when you're triggered is so important, because I just give myself 90 seconds. And after that 90 seconds, I swear to God, nothing even matters. So I'm like, why am I so mad? If I can just stick to it in that 90 seconds, it's not even going to matter to me after that 90 seconds or a week or a month. In a year, I will probably even forget about it. So why can't I just control my emotion, my anger, just for that 90 seconds? And then you would have no regrets. Just hold on, just think about it for 90 seconds. Just think about, am I really going to pour my energy into this? Is it really worth it? And I promise you, in 90 seconds later, you'll be like, okay, whatever. I'm so grateful that I didn't actually let my anger take over. Point number 5, going for a hot girl walk or run, not for aesthetics, but to clear up your mind. Regulate your nervous system. Being with yourself sometimes can really help clear up my mind. Listening to music, getting some steps in, I absolutely am here for that, because it just helps me clear up my mind, just be with myself and just really see what's going on with life. And that way you're also getting your steps, like 10,000 steps is so important. So I highly recommend this point. And the last one for this chapter is choosing rest without guilt. Guys, I'm so guilty for this, but the thing is, if we're not rested, how long can we push our body for until we're just so exhausted? Maybe we can get sick, maybe we can catch a fever. So instead of us reaching that mountain, let's just take a little step back and let's just give ourselves that rest. Maybe you need a nap, maybe you just need to go see a friend, maybe you just need to talk your feelings out with someone, or maybe you just need to have a lay in. Whatever that is for you, make sure you take it. It's so important to realize that rest is not laziness, it is maintenance. We do not need to feel guilty to give ourselves some rest. Everyone needs rest. Life can be so busy, and I'm so proud of you for still pushing through. Maybe it's something going on with your life, maybe you're going through a divorce, a friendship breakup, a romantic breakup, anything that is. Just make sure that you pause and really reflect on yourself and give yourself that time, that space, that food, that coffee, whatever you need, just to help you get through life a little bit. Now chapter 3 is our summary chapter, because I've been yapping on for so long, so I'm just going to be summarizing everything that I've spoken about. Self-care isn't just face masks, new pajamas, and aesthetic routines. These things are nice, but they are only the surface. Real self-care is physical and it's internal. It's taking care of your body through hair care, movement, nourishment, and showing up for yourself every single morning. And it's taking care of your mind by journaling, tracking your money, rewarding consistency, pausing when you are triggered, and choosing habits that help regulate your nervous system. This kind of self-care that actually changes your life is not glamorous, and that's okay. It's quiet, it's disciplined, and it is very consistent. And over time, it is exactly what creates peace. Okay, my loves, that brings us to the end of this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm so happy to be back onto recording videos every single Sunday. So stay tuned every Sunday, and don't forget to follow me on social media, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.